Hey all, it's Lee Henkin here. So quick video today where I want to be talking about how to get your messaging and targeting in alignment and really just why that's so important. And this is just a fundamental, not with lead generation, just marketing in general. It doesn't matter whether it's paid ads, some content marketing, whatever. If you don't have your messaging and targeting in alignment, you're pretty much never going to get results. But for the sake of this video, it's obviously about lead generation, so really important. But anyway, messaging and targeting alignment, really important. If this is not in alignment, if there's a misalignment between the group of people you're reaching out to and the messaging you're putting in front of them, if there's a misalignment there between those two things, you're going to be pulling your hair out because you're never going to get results. So really, how do you do this? How do you get this messaging targeting alignment? First of all, it starts with actually knowing your target market. I'm not going to go into all the ways you can find out how to know your target market in this video, but with the internet, you got so many ways to do it, from YouTube, Quora, forums, content online, whether it's LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook groups, whatever. There's so many areas online where you can just find where your target market is hanging out and look at what they're talking about in relation to their problem, their challenges, what they want, results, tangible and intangible, all that sort of stuff. There's lots of ways you can find that out. So that's the first thing, is just really understanding who you're reaching out to on a deep level, right? And then the second thing is actually making the message actually match the thing that you know they want from your research, okay? And what's an example of this? So let's just say you're an agency, you do, I don't know, Facebook or Instagram ads, Google ads, whatever, for med spas, beauty spas or whatever. If you're reaching out to them, a group of med spas you've built, let's say it's 5,000 owners of med spas, beauty spas, whatever. If you're reaching out to them about, I'm going to get you like 50 new customers in the next 30 days, but yet med spa owners in general just don't have a problem with that kind of client acquisition, then that message will always fall flat because it's not in alignment with what they actually want. Whereas if you know that, for example, med spa owners, typically what their challenge isn't basically getting new customers, patients, whatever they call them, that maybe it's actually getting them to stick to become recurring buyers, okay, so they don't just come in once for one, I don't know, treatment or whatever. They come in for like 6, 10, 20 treatments over the course of a year, is getting them to become recurring buyers. Then that's a different thing entirely, okay, because this is why you see this misalignment with messaging, because you'd be reaching out, we're going to get you 50 new customers a month, but if med spa owners typically don't have a problem with getting actually new clients in the door for that first kind of point, they're not going to give a shit about the message. And this is that misalignment between messaging and targeting I'm talking about. This is what's really important, to actually know your target market and what they actually want, what they don't want, things like that. Because then you can put the message in front of them that actually is aligned with what they want, what they don't want. And that's what I mean when I talk about messaging, targeting alignment and misalignment. Really important, because I see this a lot. Like, you'll see, people reaching out and people will be like, I've sent, I don't know, 5,000 emails to construction, residential home builders and all this about how I can get them more projects and contracts to build homes, blah, 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 that no one's replying. And that's probably just because those construction home builders don't actually want what it is you're selling. I mean, it's kind of, maybe it seems overly simplistic, but that's just, it is what it is. They just don't want that. They probably have some other deeper problem that you're just not aware of yet because you haven't done enough research into that market. Like, it's, maybe they don't have a problem actually getting home builder projects. Maybe it's like they have a problem retaining employees, and that's like their bleeding neck problem. And if that's their bleeding neck problem, they don't give a shit about like getting new projects to build homes. They've got no problem with that. Problem is, it's like, how do we retain our top quality employees? So this is what I want to try and get across. It's like, you really got to understand, like, first who you're reaching out to, so then you can have that alignment with the messaging and the targeting. If you don't have the alignment, you're fucked. Like, you're never going to get results. And this, again, I've said this in many videos if you've followed me for a while, why I don't buy into regurgitated scripts and templates for cold outreach you can find online, because they're superficial in a way that they don't have that kind of deepness that you can only get from understanding a target market and uniquely positioning an offer, which is why if they work, it's only for a short term, and in most cases, in my experience, they don't work. So yeah, so that's pretty much what I wanted to get across in this video. Really, is just that understanding of messaging and targeting alignment, because in most cases, not all, but many cases where I've had conversations with someone who sent, a whole bunch of emails or LinkedIn messages, whatever, there's just a massive misalignment between the pain they're talking about in their outreach and the result, and what that actual group of people want. It's just completely off. So, and that makes a huge difference. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm not going to ramble on any longer. I'm sure you all get the message, the point. That's pretty much it. So you can only really work that out by understanding your target market, and that'll make it way easier to put a message that they actually want to see and want to hear in front of them. And that's going to massively increase your positive response rate. So that's pretty much it. If you've got any comments, questions, whatever, let me know. Drop a comment. Like the video, really important. Also important, love it if you guys subscribe if you enjoy the content. Show your support that way. And that's pretty much it. See you on the next video.